What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Natsume Yuujinchou Season 7, this time with Episode 8. Nearing the end of the season now, and it's been a good one. I think about middle of the pack for me, to be honest with you. The last few episodes especially have been really good though, and the start of the season, of course. But yeah, unfortunately coming towards the end of the journey, which really sucks. Can't remember at all what the preview had for us. It's been a little while, and as you guys can probably tell, this season especially has been very busy for me. I'm covering in total 15 or 16 shows, including this. So yeah, comprehensive. Do let me know what you guys think about this episode though down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. We've still got a special to look forward to at some point, whenever that comes out. It's in months, so I got no idea when exactly, but when that is available, I will watch it with you guys on here. And of course, a season 8 when that does come out, probably a few years from now. I just noticed that the little frog's on his head. Misuzu. There's a little frog on Misuzu's head. We see that frog a little bit, don't we? That frog gets about. Oh, I think I remember a little bit. I think we might be focusing on the other friend again today. I forget both their names, but this guy and his friend. Yeah, the finger. I remember that. Strange, right? A reliable guy. That's a good thing. Well, it can be taken advantage of. The finger. Oh, we've got half moon. Who knows? But it might be a girl. Oh, it's Natsume. Or this. So this is definitely not Natsume, is it? I don't think that was Natsume we saw earlier either. Got a very promiscuous look about him, for lack of a better word. I don't know what it is. It seems a bit more spicy. Just like in the look. A bit more cat-like. Natsume on the moonlit night. But this is strange for him. There's the real deal. Is that what the fuck's going on? Why are you looking at me like that for? So yeah, definitely, that's definitely not Natsume. Sorry guys. That's a weird thing. My tooth seems to be like, for some reason, digging in, like not really digging in, but I don't know if it seems larger or if my mouth seems smaller, but I feel my tooth more so on the side of my cheek. If I bite fast or hard, I might accidentally bite it. I don't know what that is. Yet. Sprightly, isn't he? Yeah, I don't think Natsume's got the strength to climb up there, so almost that gives it away in itself. So the moon is becoming more and more full. I mean, that's a bit dodgy there, to be honest. Sorry guys, my hay fever not good today. Yeah, this is a bit dodgy. We literally see it not full in this shot, and then literally a second after it's full. So is that just like some kind of inconsistency, or did it just like that about? Why did it bother showing us that it wasn't quite full just yet? If it's going to show if it was full right after. It's strange. What's going on here? Is it like gonna grow or something? Like not yet. Like it's not ready yet. See, like one of my thoughts is Nyanko can copy Natsume's appearance, and that's the most likely case for me at the minute. That, or it's like some of a random yokai taking on his appearance for some reason, but. He does. He kind of. I said earlier about he looks quite cat-like. He does jump back a bit like a cat as well. So maybe it is Nyanko. I feel like with Nyanko, you can hear it a bit more in his voice, and it is a bit more obvious that it's Nyanko when he's taken on the appearance of somebody. A bit is just as moody as he usually is. So, and now the moon is. So I think that might have just been an inconsistency of that one shot, perhaps. Try not to look into it too much. But yeah, I don't know. I think if it was Nyanko, it'd be a bit more obvious. But this version of Natsume is quite cat-like, so. Yeah, maybe you're hallucinating. Like, the way he shakes his head as well, instead of like answering. It's like kind of a strange thing. You need to put your blinds up. Put your blinds up and go to sleep. Yeah, he's also a little dog-like. I think in the kind of shake of the head. Who's almost full. That's always disrespectful. You never knew my name this whole time. Although in the scene before, he literally did call him Nishimura, so obviously does. But there's nothing stood out to Nishimura. The fact that there's so many discrepancies between normal Natsume and this guy. There's been a fair few tales of just how you act as a person that should tell him that this is not Natsume, right? I'm not crazy for thinking that he's not a bad friend per se, but a bit of a bad friend for not realizing these are two different people, even if they look alike. Because again, the differences in just everything is, yeah, it's noticeable. Nyanko back there, keeping an eye out. Has he got some idea something that's going on? Or again, maybe it is him. Like, look at Natsume. Natsume was almost right on the fact that Nishimura was acting slightly strange. Was he? I said earlier they have different eyes to me. These seem much more cat-like. I'm not. The thing I'm struggling to find out here is if it is like negative. If this is sinister. Doesn't feel like it is, but I don't know. Honestly, guys, I kind of like used to like being out kind of out in the dark. I was always out quite often. Got very good at seeing in the dark. I love this soundtrack is playing right now as well. This doesn't feel sinister, does it? The thing is, I said earlier about like at the start of the episode, if that was a girl, if this was a girl, this would be the absolute dream for Nishimura right now, wouldn't it? Rusty gate. Abandoned house, eh? Trespassing. This a few times. Had the police called on us a few times doing stuff like this. Never got into any big trouble though. A doll. So is this all just so that they could fix this doll? Crow. Probably the crow we saw at the start. That was a big ass crow, wasn't it? You know what? That doll doesn't look quite as creepy as many. She looks like a normal human face for once. They never do they? Dolls. They're made to replicate human faces, but they never quite look like it, and they always end up looking a bit creepy because they're trying to imitate a person's face, but they don't quite. Fucking blink or something, isn't she? You like playing with dolls, do you, Nishimura? He's been enjoying himself. Oh shit. That done more than just blink, didn't it? Oh. So is he now inhabiting that doll? God, the soundtrack this episode's been amazing. Like the soundtrack's always really good for Natsume Yuujinchou, but especially today. Sounds awesome. Different than usual, less classical. Oh, sorry guys. That's out. Don't read that sentence out of context. It's also very interesting. We have seen this whole episode pretty much from Nishimura's perspective. We usually at least like have some perspective from Natsume's side, but not today. And I quite enjoy when these episodes come about. How would you ever mix those up? I mean, I know human rationale is a powerful thing, and you can convince yourself something very normal happened when it didn't. That's just to a crazy degree. A human brain will try and rationalize and logic, use logic to make situations like this appear normal and come out with a normal outcome. But yeah, Yeah, the finger was like part of the doll, and that kind of part of that Natsume, it's like the finger. Like from what I understand here, I really like this. This is another one of those kind of humans, kind of almost romanticizing kind of yokai type of things, where Nishimura's now had like contact with a yokai and had a really awesome connection with it, even if it was imitating his friend. But yeah, what I gathered from this is that if this isn't exactly the case, I don't think, but if you say the doll had a soul, the part of the soul was imbued in the finger that Nishimura found, so it kind of projected itself at night to Nishimura and wanted to reattach it to its kind of full body and reattach the soul so it becomes whole, for example, something akin to that. So it wasn't sinister at all. It just wanted to get back to its main body, I think. Not sure what the crow was about though, to be honest. Maybe the crow was part of it. Maybe the crow was trying to help out or something. I'm not 100% sure. Again, crows have a different meaning in Japanese than they do pretty much everywhere else in the world. So that was Natsume. Okay. Again, they are like good luck or something in Japan, aren't they? I guess there's a bit of good luck for Nishimura to come into contact with us. Okay, okay. So that was Natsume in that scene. I'm glad you noticed because Nishimura didn't notice fucking anything. Although he did by the end of things, from what he said there, didn't he? Angatsu. I don't think so. But yeah, maybe at first, maybe. And they did seem to grow some kind of like attachment and relationship, didn't they? I think what stopped him, yeah, was it wasn't actually Natsume. Yeah, we can see the doll there. I didn't think it was. It was yeah, actually the doll that stopped it. Damn crows. These are my fingers. I don't know why, but that's one of my favourite Japanese words. Anafuni. I can't even tell you really why, it just sounds cool. Okay, nice episode. Nice episode. Again, pretty much fully from the perspective of Nishimura, which was cool. As I said, we don't. It's very rare we see episodes from like someone else's full perspective. We've had a few here and there, but they're always really good when they come along. So that was nice, wasn't it? And again, for once, I mean, I know it was like a yokai doll, but for once, an actual kind of not creepy doll. Even when they don't intend to be creepy, they end up being creepy. So it's actually quite a accomplishment from this show. I did mention earlier on in this season that there is a big fan favorite episode coming up. So I'm not sure when that is still, but that is going to be coming up. And just based off like what would be one of my biggest kind of favorite things to see would be something focused again on Toko and Shigeru. So if we ever see those in the preview, I think we know that that might be the big episode that they talk about, perhaps. They've always been some of my favourites. Anything to do with either Natsume's kind of past or Reiko or Toko and Shigeru. Okay, more Matoba and Natori next time. Yeah. We had quite a bit of Matoba this season, haven't we? Biwa. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, good episode again today. Like the perspective of Nishimura, who's a character we don't get to spend an awful lot of time with, so nice to have had a couple of episodes with him and his friend, whose name I forget, in this season. But yeah, the vibes were really nice. The kind of fake Natsume doll spirit thing was cool. And yeah, just a nice episode. Nothing spectacular again, but just a really nice time. Do let me know what you guys thought about this one though down in the comment section. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions though. And I'll see you guys next time with episode 9.